Picture this. You're staring at your phone. You already replied. Too fast. Now you wait. You replay the message you sent, wondering if it sounded needy or worse, invisible. You tell yourself you're just being attentive. You're just showing interest. You're doing what you were taught. But deep down, something feels wrong. Because every time you chase validation, you feel smaller. Every compliment you hope for carries a quiet desperation. Every reaction you seek hands your power away. You were told this would bring connection. What it actually brings is erosion. What I'm about to tell you is uncomfortable. Validation doesn't make you valuable. It exposes how badly you need to be chosen. My friend, this isn't personal. It's biological. All men are hardwired to seek status. Every woman is hardwired to detect it. Not consciously. Not maliciously. But through millions of years of selection. The male who needed approval signaled weakness. The male who stood firm signaled survival. Your brain chemistry knows this. Dopamine spikes when you're approved. Cortisol rises when you fear rejection. You become programmed. Conditioned. Chasing small hits of validation like currency in a collapsing market. This is the biological imperative at work. And nature does not negotiate. Here's how the emotional mechanism works. The moment you seek validation, your frame shifts outward. Your nervous system enters a reactive state. You start performing instead of leading. Behavioral example 1. You over-explain your decisions. Behavioral example 2. You apologize for things that don't require apology. Behavioral example 3. You text again, just to feel acknowledged. Your brain reads approval as safety. But attraction isn't built on safety alone. It's built on tension, polarity, uncertainty. Case study 1. A man who reshapes his personality around her moods. At first, she feels desired. Later, she feels crowded. Case study 2. A man who gives emotional access too early. He believes honesty equals intimacy. What it actually does is collapse intrigue. Every battle lost here is internal. And every loss compounds. Eventually, something breaks. You feel unseen. Disrespected. Replaceable. You give more. She invests less. This is the destruction phase. Not because women are cruel, but because emotional value follows scarcity rules. Flood the market and the price drops. All men who chase validation reach this point. Confusion turns into bitterness. Effort turns into resentment. And the most dangerous moment comes next. When you realize no one is coming to save you. Here is the truth most men never hear. No one respects a man who needs to be liked. Not his partner. Not society. Not even himself. Validation seeking is submission dressed as kindness. It's emotional begging with better language. And the world responds accordingly. This is not a moral judgment. It's a psychological law. The shift begins when you stop chasing. When you become internally referenced. When your worth is no longer negotiated. You speak less. You choose carefully. You invest where respect already exists. Detachment isn't coldness, brother. It's clarity. You don't withdraw from life. You stop leaking yourself into it. And something changes. Not overnight, but permanently. Because the man who no longer begs for validation becomes the man others adjust to.